Welcome to the channel. Thank you for learning. Page 0. You need to memorize this table. Page 1. We will work on problem 1 to 4 in this video. Number 1. We are given f of x equals x plus 1. Okay. And g of x equals f of x minus 4. Okay. So by the transformation rules, we need to move the graph of f of x to the right 4 units. So we need to shift f of x 4 units to the right. All right. So here goes. First, we need to graph f of x first, and then shift it to the right 4 units. That will be the answer. Okay. So this is the y-x coordinate. Okay. So let's graph f of x first. So if x is 0, x is 0 right here. If x is 0, then that's going to be 0 plus 1, which is 1. So f of 0 is going to be 1. So right here. Now, if x is negative 1, so negative 1 and plus 1, that equals 0. So f of negative 1 is 0. So right here, so x is negative 1. f of negative 1 is 0. So we connect these two, right, and extend it to make the graph of f of x. Okay. All right. So let's graph it in blue, okay? Blue. So this one is the graph of f of x. So this is f of x equal x plus 1, okay? Now we need to shift this graph 4 units to the right to make the graph of g of x, okay? So from here, so we move what? 1, 2, 3, 4 to the right, okay? And from this one, we're gonna move what? 1, 2, 3, 4, right? And then we are going to graph the graph of g of x, okay? All right. So this is g of x. All right. Equal what? f of x minus 4. Okay. All right. So let's say if you don't remember the table, you don't remember the transformation rules table or chart, then here's another way you can use to solve this problem. Okay, and let me tell you that I don't encourage you to not to remember the rules, remember the table, and just use this method only. Okay, because your teachers want you to memorize the table to use it. Okay, so well, just in case you forget the table, then here's what you can do. So you can do like this. You can write g of x equal f of x minus 4. Okay. And then, of course, you can rewrite it as x minus 4 plus 1. Okay. Well, because f of x equal what? X plus 1. So if you replace that x by x minus 4, guess what? You need to replace that x by x minus 4 as well. So if you simplify this, it's going to be x minus 4 plus 1 that equal to x minus 3. Okay. Now you can graph both function f of x and g of x. Okay. So okay, let's graph them. All right. So that's my my y-axis, and this is the x-axis. Okay. Well, let me extend this a little longer. So okay, so it looks nice. That's what it is. Okay. So this is y and this is x. Okay. So f of x. First point's right here, the second point's right here, and if you want to plot some more, right, to make sure that you can have a accurate graph, right? So this is f of x. Okay. So f of x equals x plus 1. Okay, so let's say for g of x, let's say x is 4, right? X is 4. 4 minus 3 is 1, so therefore g of 4 is 1. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1. All right. Now let's say x is 3. X is 3. Then 3 minus 3 is 0. So f of 3 is 0. See right here? There you have it. Right? Well, plus some more points. So you can have a straight line, accurate line. Of course, if you use the ruler, it will be straight, but sometimes not accurate. Okay. So that is the graph of g of x. So g of x equals what? F of x minus 4. There you have it. Problem 2. Number 2. So again, we have f of x equals x plus 1. and in this case g of x equals f of x plus 5. Okay, so g of x equal f of x plus 5. Okay, so by the transformation rules, we need to move f of x up by 5 units in this case, right? So we need to shift f of x up 5 units. Okay. All right. So we graph this. We graph f of x and then move it up by 5 units. Okay. So this is the y-axis. And then we're gonna draw the x-axis. Okay. And again, x equals 0, so 0 plus 1 going to be 1, so f of 0 equal 1. So it's right here. X is 0, x is negative 1, then negative 1 and 1, positive 1 is 0, so f of negative 1 equals 0. So right here. Okay. And again, we are going to graph f of x in blue. Okay. All right. So this is my f of x equal x plus 1. Okay. Now I need to move this up by 5 units. So from here, I'll go up by what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all the way up here. Okay. And then this one from here, so it's gonna be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here. Okay. So I'm going to graph g of x. All right. Yeah, I need to line it up perfectly so it looks nice. Okay, guys. So excuse me here. We need to do it right. All right. So this is my g of x, which is equal to what? F of x plus 5. All right. So that's the answer. Now again, if we forget the chart, right? So here we can do. So we're gonna rewrite g of x equal to f of x plus 5. You see, like that. So that, well, f of x is what? F of x is x plus 1, right? So we're gonna do what? X plus 1. What? That is f of x. That is f of x. And then what? Plus 5. Okay. So g of x equals x plus 6. See? Okay. So we are going to graph both of them. All right. Let's see. And again, I put my my x-axis all the way down here. You know why, right? Because my g of x going to be way up here. That's why I want to put my x-axis down here. Now if I put it here or here, then my g of x going to be way up there. You see? That's why I put my my x-axis down here. Okay. So again, f of x, when x is 0, f of 0 going to be what? 1. So it's here. Okay. 0 and 1. When x is negative 1, well, you want a 2, that's fine too. Okay, let's say f x is 1. X is 1. 1 plus 1 is 2. So right here. See, it doesn't matter, you know, you use this point or that point. It doesn't matter. Right? You still get your f of x. Yeah? So that is my f of x. Okay. And this is what? F of x equal x plus 1. Okay. Okay, so my g of x, so when x is 0, right? So 0 plus 6 will be 6. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right? See, the same as that right there. And then when x is negative 1 plus 6 will be what? 5. Yeah? So negative 1 and 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You see? There, you have it. So if you forget the rules, you forget the chart, you can do this. All right? And by the way, I encourage you to learn to memorize the chart. Okay, do this for checking your answer. Don't be lazy and don't remember the chart. Okay, your teacher is going to be happy with that. Okay, so try to memorize the charts and do the charts instead of doing like this. Well, just in case, sometimes, you know, things happen in life and you forget something, and of course, yeah, you can use this method, you know. I mean, nothing wrong with it. Okay? All right. Problem 3. Okay, number 3. All right. So again, we're given f of x equals x plus 1, right? And g of x equal f of 2 of x, all right? So the transformation rules tells us that we have to compress the graph with the scale of half, 1/2. Okay, so we need to compress or shrink. You know, some teacher would use the word shrink. Okay, compress or shrink. Okay, you need to shrink this. All right, so here's what we need to do. Again, we need to graph the f of x first. Okay, All right, let's do that first. Let's draw the x and y axis first. So here's my y axis. Ooh, that's kind of a little long there. I don't need that long, okay? All right. And here's my x-axis, okay? Okay, again, when x is 0, then f of 0 going to be 1, so right here. When x is negative 1, again, if you want 1, that's fine too. 1 plus 1 is 2, so you want to do this, or even 3, right? So x3, then what? 3 plus 1, f of 3 going to be what? I mean, yeah, 3. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. You see, it doesn't matter, right? You need 2 points to graph a line. To graph a line, you can do more, by the way. So all these points are in the same line. I just wanted it to be accurate, so I need more points. So, all right. So this one is my f of x, yeah? F of x equals what? X plus 1, okay? Now, to shrink this thing 1/2, you know? So I need to move this point like over here, half of it, yeah? You see, right there, all right? Well, when x is 0, then the g of x also 0, okay? All right? For this point, I need to move it over here. Okay. All right. So actually, this is the point that I need to graph here. Okay. So that's my g of x. All right. That's my g of x. And this is g of x equal f of 2x. Okay, again, if you forget, if you did not remember the chart, the transformation rules chart, right, a table, then you can do this. Again, I don't encourage you to do this. You need to remember the rules, okay, and use it. Your teacher will be mad if you do this. Okay, so actually this is g of x, I'm sorry, equal what? F of 2x, right? So that's equal what? 2x plus 1. All right? Now remember this, if f of x equal x plus 1, you see? Now if you replace, you play this x by this, by 2x, and guess what? You need to replace this x by the 2x. All right? So that's what you get. F of 2x is 2x plus 1. Okay. So therefore, g of x is going to be what then? 2x plus 1. You see? Now you can graph both of them by using this and that instead of using the rule. But again, your teacher is going to be mad, right? If you do this, yeah, because your teacher expects you to memorize the rules, okay? It's okay for doing this by checking your answer, though, right? Like you do this, you say, "Man, am I doing it? Am I doing it right? You know, did I remember the table correctly?" So you can use this to check. Okay. All right. Anyway, so here again, when x is 0, f of 0 is 1, so it's here. When when x is negative 1, the negative 1 plus 1 is 0. So f of negative 1 is 0. So right here, negative 1 is 0, right? And again, yeah. So you'll graph the f of x. Okay, the function, the graph of f of x. All right. So here's f of x equal x plus 1. Okay. Now g of x. When x is 0, g of x is 1, so it's right here. Yeah. Okay. Now, when x is 1, right? When x is 1, then 2 times 1 is 2, plus 1 is 3. So it's right here. You see? Right? And when x is negative, when x is negative 1 right here, right? X is negative 1, yeah? Then that's going to be negative 2. Negative 2 plus 1 is negative 1, so it's down here. You see, there we go. The same, right? Here and here, yeah? Now you can connect these dots, and you have a g of x, which is the same, the one over here. All right? Yeah, you can do it like this, and you're gonna get the same result. Okay, nothing wrong with this. Using that method only to make your teacher mad because you don't remember the table. All right. Problem 4. Okay, number 4. Again, f of x is still equals x plus 1. Okay, f of x equals x plus 1. And now in this problem, g of x is negative 1/2 of f of x. Okay. So actually, we can break it into two things, right? Actually, sorry, not yet. Okay, we break it into two things. So f of x equals what? I mean, g of x, God, equal what? Equal negative f of x. See right here? And also what? 1/2 f of x. Okay. So you can do either this one first or that one first. Okay. It doesn't matter. In the end, you will get the same result anyway. Okay. So let's go with this order. Okay. So let's do the negative one first, and then what? And then the 1/2. Now this case you need to flip. You need to flip the f function across the x-axis. Right? You flip it. In this case, you need to shrink it. You need to shrink it vertically. Compress if you want. Right? The table say compress, but shrink, same thing. You need to shrink it vertically by a factor of 1/2. All right. So You're welcome to do this one first, and then this one next. But I don't have a time, so I am going to do this one first, and then this one. All right. So in this case, I am going to have my axis right in the middle, right? Because I need to what, reflex it across the x-axis, you know. So I need the bottom part, okay? The top and the bottom. So I'm going to have my axis right in right in the middle. So this y and x here. Axis, okay? So again, here's my f of x, okay? My f of x right here, which is x plus 1, the line x plus 1. So here's my f of x in blue, right? So this one is my f of, this is my f of x, okay? So I need to flip it over. I need to flip it over over the x-axis, okay? So right here, that's my negative. That's my negative f of x, okay? That's my negative f of x. Okay. So let's use the pencil, okay? Let's use the pencil. So this one is my what? Negative f of x. All right. Now I need to do this one. I need to shrink this one vertically by a factor of 1/2. So I'm gonna move this one what? Not move, but shrink it is down here like half, okay? And this one gonna be down here, half. Well, actually, you know, the graph lined up with this line right here, okay? All right, and then I graph it, and I have it. I have my g of x, yeah. All right, so yeah, right here, that's my g of x, okay? And tell you what, your teacher expect to see this line and that line. Now, if you give only this line, you're gonna be in trouble, right? Your teacher gonna be mad. So this g of x. All right, again, all right. They say, Mr. Liu, what if I forget the table? What can I do? Well, then you can use this method, all right? Or if you want to check your work, you can also use this method to make sure that you use the concept correctly, all right? So g of x in this case is going to be what? Negative 1/2 of what? Of f of x, right? So that's the same as negative 1/2 times what? X plus 1. You see? Well, that this negative 1/2 is that negative 1/2, and this f of x is x plus 1. That's what it is, you know, x plus 1. So now you can distribute, and here's what we get. So it could be negative 1/2 x minus, remember, because negative times positive is a negative, okay? Negative times positive is negative. So it's negative 1/2, all right? Okay, now you can graph both of them. But then guess what? You will be missing this line though, okay? If you use this method, then you will not see this one. And guess what? Point deduction, right? you will not get full credits. Okay. So again, it's very important that you need to remember the table and use it. You are not going to do it, this and forget about memorizing the table. Oh, okay. I need to extend this a little bit. Well, oh, you know what? Yeah, let me use the same axis so you can see. You can compare both graphs instead of doing up there. Then you will not be able to compare, or it's tougher to compare, right? So I'm gonna put my x-axis right here, so you can see both graph. Okay. All right. Hold on. Okay, so y and x. Okay. And again, the f of x. When x is 0, f of 0 is 1. When x is -1, f of -1 gonna be what? -1 plus 1 is 0. So it's right here. All right. All right. Let's draw f of x, which is this straight line right here. Well, this is f of x equals what? X plus 1. Okay. Now g of x, when x is 0, g of x is negative 1/2, so it's down here. You see, there you have it, right there, right? Let's say when x is -2, when x is -2, you see -2, yeah? When x is -2, -2 times -1 give you +1, because 2 over 2 is 1. So it's gonna be what? Okay, but +1 minus what? Minus 1/2 is what? Is 1/2. You see right here? There we go. Right there. Right there. Okay. So it's gonna be here and there and there. Okay. And here. Those are straight line that I need to draw my g of x. But see, I told you that this line, this is line negative f of x will not be here, and your teacher will ask you, where is the line of negative f of x? And if you don't show it, then point deduction for you. All right. So you still need to memorize the table and use it.